Come through, fam. We lit and we chill. Hi, man. What's happening, like? Live up in this bizzle. Let's see who's in here. Jesse, Barry Allen, Steve Martin says Lois is the key. Of course. Felix. We'll talk about Grace Randolph in a minute. Just wait for a few people to come in. Gob time. So I'm sorry about this sudden unplanned live stream, but got some news, some big stuff happening. Hello, what's this? Grace got the fire, yes. Amian, MDA, Mr. Grumpy, George, Gob Life, Sif, Ben Khalifa, Barcelona. Imagine not being a Snyder fan, can't relate. We know Jody's not a fan. Bitch. Who's in here? So, thanks everyone for coming in. You can see at the bottom of the screen, this is going to be a reaction to Zack Snyder's second interview with Grace Randolph. He's talking about the Snyder Cut. He's talking about the Joker. He's talking about other things. Aye, nice specs. Thanks. Let me just move the screen a bit here. Let me invite some people. Let's yeah, maybe Fatal G can join us. Who else? I think we'll keep it at Fatal G. So thanks everyone for tuning in. This is what's happening. Boom. Zack's back with Grace. So let's check it out. I'm just going to make sure everything's. Let me send out a tweet. How do I let people know that I'm live? Let's have a look. I'll send it on Twitter from YouTube. Oh, crap, now my internet's not working. He said 4 minutes of additional photography. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil the interview for me. I've not watched it yet. So we'll watch the whole interview together. But let me send out a tweet to say that I'm live. Oh, this one. This one. Riveting stuff, guys. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Sending a tweet. I'm live. Reaction. Should have done this before I started. All right. So let's do it to it.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Hi, Zack.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's good to be here again. Haven't seen you for what? A couple months?
Yeah. You know, we had such a great time talking about the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
And, you know, we both went our separate ways. So what have you been doing? What have you been doing, Zack?
He's been busy.
Well, I mean, I've been doing, there's a fair amount of stuff I've been doing. Actually, you know, also finishing up Army of the Dead.
Can't wait for that.
an amazing, the movie is bonkers, but in a great way. I'm super happy with what we
Bonkers. I know you Americans are starting to use this word bonkers quite a lot.
did, and just how like genre destroying it is in a great way. So that was
Genre destroying. Army of listen to this, guys. Army of the Dead is going to be genre destroying. He's going to blow it all up, guys. Fucking Jay Bauman of Red Letter Media he's going to cry. It's not like George Romero.
A franchise, Zach.
yeah, and it's a lot of confidence. I like that. So we're doing that. We're finishing that up, and and it's been a lot of fun. And every day I see new shots come in. So I don't know. Sort of the process is that you and I'm sure everybody's familiar with this, but maybe not. We edit the movie. And meanwhile, we're working on the visual effects, as you can probably imagine. And then the visual effects are slightly behind the edit. So the picture kind of gets locked, and then sound and visual effects are working. So the shots start coming in.
Oh, that's so cool, because they don't want to work on something that's going to get cut.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll block it. And then you might have imagined that there was you've seen like a preview screening of a movie or a rough cut or whatever, and the visual effects are kind of half done, or temps, we call them temps. And then they deliver the finals. And it's really it's fun for me, frankly, because when you see a final that you've been working on for a while, and suddenly, it's like the shots come to life, and it's amazing. And you go, wow, that's how cool that is. That's
Cool.
It's fun. It's kind of you have that experience when you make the movie, and then you have that second time you get to have that experience again. So it's kind of fun making, sort of visual effects heavy films, because you kind of get that second kick of the can.
I have to ask, are your zombies practical or VFX?
Oh, they're very practical.
Oh,
there's a couple wide shots, where there's like a army of, like a Lord of the Rings style.
Oh, wow.
Board. And those are, there's some digital zombies there, but 99.9% of them are just like,
It's Dawn of the Dead meets Lord of the Rings, guys. This is going to be the shizzle. Hey, Grace Randolph is looking extra happy today. She's looking radiant, man.
Scary, ass-kicking zombies, which is pretty, I like that kind of zombie.
Yeah, are you kidding? From day one, Zach, from day one.
I'm known for that. So
you've also been doing some additional photography on a little project that I think people are paying attention to.
Yeah. I'm also working on another movie. At the same, it's hard because you're busy.
She's giddy with excitement.
But
Yeah.
COVID, it's been really nice because I think we talked about this before, but maybe not. I have my editorial suite is upstairs here at the office. And so I'm able to jump back and forth between the two movies, just sitting at a desk,
Awesome.
Literally just connect to the other project, and there it is, and we just work on it. So that part's really seamless. Yeah. So, and this same process is going on with Justice League. That's the movie, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
It's Justice League. That was going on with Army. So it's just every day, hundreds of visual effects shots just coming in.
Especially for Justice League.
Yeah, exactly. No, Steppenwolf is not practical. I have to admit that.
That's fantastic.
He's a big, visual effects extravaganza on steroids who is just going nuts in the movie right now. But yeah, and so that's an incredibly fun process. And then yes, we did pick up a little additional.
I want to see Steppenwolf go nuts. The spiky fucker.
Couple additional shots.
Some pretty good ones. I have to say, when we were talking about what to discuss during this interview, I said, Zach,
we were just chatting.
There's a rumor going around that your Joker, has a different look. And you said, well, Grace, that's true.
It is true. Listen, I wanted to, of course, honor what had been created with him because I thought it was really cool. But I also felt like in this, I'm not going to tell you what happens in the little scene, but
we won't tell everybody else.
Yes, I did tell. But
what? Grace knows. She knows the inside details.
There is some water has gone under the proverbial bridge between when last we saw Joker and this sort of appearance, and so he's made some. He's a road weary Joker. I guess that's a way of saying it.
Yeah, you only showed me stills.
A road? Did you say road weary? Road weary Joker, experienced Joker. Man, Zack Snyder's Joker.
Black and white stills, but they are so amazing. This Joker, that your design, I would say, is video game level good.
Oh, that's cool.
And when people see it in the context, they're going to go nuts. And my lips are sealed as to what you showed me, but I would say that if you have the opportunity to do a spinoff, that this, from what I've seen, this would be a strong contender.
Oh, well.
Sweet Jesus. If Grace Randolph is saying it, you know she's into her video games. This is going to be like possibly Arkham style, possibly Killing Joke style. I hope.
Wow, that's kind of you to say. Thank you.
Yeah, it blew my mind.
Oh, awesome.
So what was it like working? Yeah.
Listen, it was. I'm going to try and keep some mystery, because that's fun. But I will say that it was fun having a segment of the band together for this little vignette.
Get the band back together.
And working with Jared was really amazing. His attention to detail, and he really cares a lot about it being awesome. And so, it was fun, and everyone did an amazing. Everyone, and even trying to shoot in COVID, is a bit of a deal. But everyone brought like huge A game and really wanted it to be cool. And I couldn't be happier with what those guys did. And it's just cool and good fun.
Well, speaking of, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's fun to do it. It was kind of, for me anyway, it was kind of look, there's a lot of pressure to make the thing cool and all that. But at the same time, on the other hand, it was a complete, the scene was a thing that a part of the world that I love and that I felt like needed to be just added to this movie, and that it's like we talked about, it's really the only thing that I've added outside of the original photography. It's like
I do want to ask you about that, but first I want to ask with Jared, what was it like giving him the call that you wanted him to come back? What was
it was cool. I don't that process also, between an actor and director talking about like what they want to do. I don't want to violate that trust, but I will say that he was really gracious with his entertaining my idea, and I told him that it was a thing that I felt like even when I was working on.
I need some kind of footage of Zack, right, sitting down with one of these actors, whether it's Jason Momoa, Jared Leto, right, going over what he wants. Margot Robbie, right, for Harley Quinn, possibly. Sitting down with them and going, hey, I want this and this and that. And they're like, I would love to see them talk it out about what they want for a character. That would be a discussion. That would be a video, man.
Justice League in London that we had, I felt like was an inevitable course that the movie had to take. And so when I told him that it was a thing that I've been kicking around in my head for quite a while, I feel like he just kind of, sort of warmed up to this idea that, is kind of an inevitable thing that kind of had to happen. So I am grateful, and I am forever in debt to his kindness and for doing it, and also for the rest of the guys that showed up to really just crush.
Aw.
So
Well,
yeah,
also-
I want to join the Jared Leto cult. I look like Jared Leto, huh? Look like him.
we know Ben Affleck was back. Did he say anything about being back in the bat suit?
Kia!
yeah, he I think he forgot how uncomfortable it is, but that's fine. He was incredibly gracious, and again, it's funny how they just, you watch them just go, oh, it was like
Oh,
yesterday.
really?
Yeah, it was really fun. And
That's so cool.
yeah.
So how
and a
was
couple of the costumes, have been in archives for a while. So
Yeah, it's been 4 years since you filmed, right?
yeah.
Was it
And
hard to
more.
get them?
And more, yeah, we had to they were all over the place in museums and stuff. And we had to tear them out of there. And
Really?
I think one of the cowls we put on just kind of ripped in half because it was so, so that's all cool stuff. But
That's fantastic. And was it hard to do some of the changes that you wanted to some of the looks? Or was that?
no. That was all super seamless and happened really organically, and was right in with, sort of my way of sort of seeing how I like the universe to look. And so it was very particular, but also really satisfying to sort of see it real. Oh, it always is for me. It's one of the funnest things.
Thank you for your super chat, Barry Allen. I want to see a White Knight Joker look for Jared Leto. He had suspenders, purple pants, and was shirtless. I think Leto could pull it off. I think you're going a bit too far there, Barry. I don't know about that. Yeah. So some of the outfits, a bit rusty. Huh? They were locked away in storage and all that. Ripped in half. All these cowls and stuff. But Ben's back. Everyone's back.
Just to have it, be physical in front of me, that's just fun.
I think you nailed it. Beyond what I would have expected.
Okay.
But so what do you say to people? There are some people who are like, you're shooting additional scenes.
Listen,
You're
man.
cheating, Zach. You're just
Well,
making a whole new movie.
Listen, if Grace is excited for this Joker look, it's going to be fire. It's fire, as Anthony would say. Danny, thank you for your super chat. Hope you're a good day. My only fear is that I will like this movie more than BVS, and I love BVS. Expectations are meant to be surpassed, Danny. That's what Coco Rodriguez once told me.
Right. I mean,
What do you say to that?
I thought, it's an interesting.
What do you say to people? There are some people who are like, you're shooting additional scenes. You're cheating, Zach. You're just making a whole new movie.
Right. I mean,
What do you say to that?
I thought, it's an interesting. I think I think it's valid because, on one hand, though, I will say that it's gonna, in the end, it's gonna probably be about 4 minutes or 5 minutes of additional photography.
That's
for the
all you've
entire-
added.
for the entire movie.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's good. See?
in the
4 minutes? Like someone said earlier. 4 minutes additional photography. And that's what people are freaking out about on the internet, you bloody losers. It's still pretty much the same thing that you did before.
4 hours that is Justice League, maybe 4 minutes. And I don't know that you've seen a lot of movies. There's a few, but there's not a lot of movies that have 4 minutes of additional photography beyond what was shot in principle. Most movies have quite a bit more than that. And most movies, the cool thing about this film is that, it is a pure extraction from the script that Chris and I worked on, that Chris wrote. It is directly from the page through the prism that is the experience of making the movie, working with these amazing actors, and then creating this epic story. And there's no, focus groups or, this is just.
You don't have to have any focus groups?
Yeah, we don't do any of that.
Oh, that's fantastic.
This is just straight back. So it's a.
Screw you, focus groups.
That's an amazing way. And listen, part of the reason
Focus groups.
that when we first started talking about whether this was possible, part of the reason I wanted to do it was because I made, when you enter into a project like this with actors, amazing actors, Ben and Amy and Gal, Henry and Jason, Ray, you and Ezra, when you enter into this kind of endeavor, it's an epic experience. And when I got them to do the movie, remember Ezra and Jason and Ray, I cast before I shot BVS. I mean, let's see, what is that?
Because you had end credit scenes with them.
Well, no, they're in the body of the movie, remember, with the,
yeah.
It's like, that's literally, and we shot Ezra in pre-production on BVS. I think that's 2014. Am I wrong about that?
That's amazing. And not everybody here was that amazing before you picked them. I mean, you really have a great eye.
And Jason, frankly, I really was excited and awesome about letting the world see this my take on Aquaman, and that he was going to be this, Pacific Islander and amazing and just this big, just awesome, hurricane of a human. That was just
actually quite popular.
and I guess my point is only that, I remember we were still filming shots for BVS when I was in Bora Bora, filming the scene where they find the kryptonite under the water. And I released that image of Jason. I had it on my phone, I just dropped it.
Remember that day? Do you remember it? Huh? Broke the internet, man. People are like, bloody hell, that's Aquaman. This guy's going to rip someone's balls off. And all the haters and screen junkies, they were laughing at it. Who's laughing now, bitches?
Unite the Seven. And because I was super confident in once I had worked with him and just saw what he could do and who he was, I was like, this is awesome. So anyway, but
thank you for your super chat, my friend Fatal J. Going live in 2 hours. Is the Goblin joining me? I'll try and join you. First, I need to finish this one.
Anyways, what I was getting at was that, I pitched them the movie, right? Like I go, this is who you're going to be. This is where it's going, right?
Justice League.
Well, and when I talk about Jason or Ezra, it's starting, it's like
way back to BVS.
Years ago. Yeah.
You were pitching them a journey. You're like,
a journey. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
And same with Amy, and it was about, this, that we were going somewhere, and I feel like when this opportunity arrived and came to me, I got this call, and Toby Emmerich called me to say, hey, is this the thing you're interested in doing? It was shocking, frankly.
Now, here's the thing, guys. I know Toby Emmerich gets a lot of hate, but we have to give him credit. He called Zack on the phone. Huh? Maybe we should be sending Toby Emmerich some flowers to his office, like we did for Ann Sarnoff.
Wasn't ready, but I thought about.
What did he call you about?
Just to say, like, is this a thing that you'd be interested in? Like,
doing Batman v Superman?
No, finishing
Finishing for the Snyder Cut. You're talking about that. So Toby's the one who called you about it.
Yeah, he was the one that called me originally. Yeah,
that's fantastic.
And so I just think that, and then in thinking about it, one of the big things that it got me to say, all right, this is a huge job. It's crazy. But it was that commitment I made to those actors about, like, let's finish this. Let me put it back. Let me honor what we talked about creating, because I just, famously, I've never seen the theatrical cut of Justice League, but I can only imagine that it's not what we talked about. It's not.
Well, just to settle it with people, movie is around usually 2 hours.
Yeah.
But your cut is 4. So where, if it's only 4 additional minutes of footage that you've filmed, where's all that stuff coming from?
Well, that's, you know, you can sort of get a sense of that by the way I kind of make a movie. If you look at the director's cut of Watchmen or a BVS, frankly, those are solid 3 and 3+ hour movies.
That's awesome.
And this,
The longer the better, baby. The longer the better.
and I had always said that I don't understand how to make this into a 2-hour movie. We're literally bringing, like, I had a hard time having Batman v Superman be less than 3 hours. That's 2 guys.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you know, and then Wonder Woman. Once you get Wonder Woman there, I'm like, oh yeah, that's 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna have a little Wonder Woman, that's 3 hours.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
an hour per hero.
yeah, we're gonna have like, you know, we're gonna have like a bunch of heroes. Like there's just, I don't get it. I don't see
So
how.
you'd always filmed something this long and just had planned to try and whittle it down for theatrical.
Yeah, and look, at the beginning, when early days, I had said, hey, maybe there's a way to create out of this world. Yes, there'll be the theatrical version, but then my director's cut will always be a more robust look at this.
That's
at this
fantastic.
world.
Yeah.
So I really endeavored, you know, they were constantly bugging me not to film things, you know. They're like,
They're like, you can't possibly use all this.
how is this going to get in the movie? And I'd be like, oh, trust me, you know, maybe I'll just have a snippet of it or this, that, and the other thing. But then, you know, in the end,
But you're happy now you filmed it all.
well,
Everyone's so
I'm happy.
excited about
I'm
it.
happy I did. Well, I'm happy I
Well, he says, well, I think they're still kind of, Danny Neba, thank you. Thinking about how Jared, Ben, Joe are all on set in their suits alongside one another. Ben's Batman needs to happen on HBO Max. Hashtag Team Redemption. Man, we've not even seen. Well, we've seen Deathstroke, Joe Manganiello, but next to Batman and Joker, possibly.
did because, and I guess that's my point is that, you know, being able to let these characters actually, you know, fulfill this arc that we had planned is really kind of a lot of the why of it, you know, to see, you know, what, you know, Lois, the why of it, you know, what she struggles and what she has to go through. And, you know, to see Superman reborn and to see
I can't wait.
Aquaman, you know, make some choices and, you know, about who he is, you know, just all those things. And Ezra, you know, this connection with his father that, you know, finding his place again, you know, and it's all these, because, you know, the Justice League is, they're all slight misfits and and this is it's all about them, Bruce kind of making a family out of these impossible.
Happy birthday,
Bruce is very good at making
Jukendra.
families.
Yeah, he is.
You
You know, he's pretty good at, you know, I think that he had some trouble with his own family early
Yeah,
on.
yeah. So a
Yeah,
bit of a
some
road bump
trauma.
there.
A little bit of a trauma.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that, and, you know, and he's kind of pushed that aside, but I think he realizes, you know, after what he learned from Superman, that it's got to be, this is how you do it.
Well, speaking of Ezra, you told me a funny story about how you got a pickup shot of him for the reshoots.
Yeah, I had to get a
Yeah, the
pickup
additional
shot.
photography.
I had to get a pickup shot of Ezra, and you know, when we were doing this little bit, and so the only way to do it, you know, he's on Fantastic Beasts,
Mhm.
so, and that's in London, and we weren't gonna, you know, travel to London. Unfortunately, I would love to have done that.
Well,
but
it's pandemic.
Come to
Pandemic.
Glasgow, Zach.
Pandemic, we weren't. Yeah, pandemic rules. And so what we did is we picked him up on a Zoom.
That's fantastic.
And the Fantastic Beasts crew, you know, I sent them these drawings. I was like, okay, this is what he has to do. This is where he is. Blah blah blah. And I was just looking for a photo. I can't find it. But
Oh, no.
anyway.
So you zoomed him on set? So they did
Yeah,
lighting and everything?
I was right here. I'm here, and he was on his little set.
Oh,
There was
that's-
there was 3 monitors for me, so I could see the set. I can see Ezra, and I can see the camera, and I go, can you that guy do this? You know, Ezra,
Oh, so you directed it via Zoom and then they filmed it for you.
Yeah, it's actually, yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and I guess my head was on like they had like a stand with the with like an iPad for me. So
That's like a 2020 Cecil B. DeMille moment.
Yeah.
That's like,
I was
just
like,
like, all right.
I was like, is there any way that could be like on a remote control car that I could drive it around a little bit?
That'd be great.
You
That'd
know,
be
like
so funny.
Yeah, those
that'd
things
be
in the
fun.
hospital, but yeah, but anyway, it was really fun. It was only like it was only a teeny bit, so it worked out pretty.
So he got the Fantastic Beasts crew to film Ezra Miller while he was at home in his office. Man, Zach he's breaking all sorts of fucking. He's breaking new ground.
Well, you know, it's a pretty big day on Tuesday, November
Yes.
17th.
Yes.
That's the anniversary of the Twitter revolution that led to the Snyder Cut becoming a reality.
Yes.
Do you have any plans that might involve all of us? Maybe?
Yeah. So look, you know, it always, this whole project comes back to the fans. In the end, it will always, that's just how it will always be. And you know, whatever, however we go forward, and whenever this is looked at, you know, it's a fan initiative. It's a fan created phenomenon. So, you know, a year ago, this will be the 3rd anniversary of the theatrical release of the movie. But a year ago, on 17th of November, which was the date of the theatrical release, the internet, if you will, or the fans, they really marshaled their forces and they created this very loud cry that was heard all over the world. And, you know, the numbers are staggering.
I think it was 1 million.
I think that it's like I forget like what the number, like it's like 1 billion impressions and like whatever, it's crazy.
It's gorgeous. You trended all day. Your whole cast chimed in.
That's like 1 million. Yeah, cast, they all knew. So it was really an amazing.
Man, Ben Affleck tweeted it. Gal Gadot tweeted. That was game over for all you haters out there. November 17 last year, coming up for the anniversary, the 1-year anniversary. Something's coming on the 17th of this month. Something's coming.
Moment that really I feel like solidified the chance that this would become a reality. And so on this 17th, there's a couple things happening. One, AFSP, which is, you know, this amazing organization, which is all about suicide prevention. It's our big cause. That has, the fans have raised just about $500,000. We're right close to $500,000.
That's amazing.
And it's unbelievable. You know, we talk about, you know, I always talk about the fact that this, you know, love it or hate it, you know, you can think whatever you want about this fandom. The true is that these guys have, with what they've done and the money they've raised, they have literally saved lives. And that is a fact. Like the movie is a movie, whatever. Like, you know, it's fine. It's fun to make a movie and it's fun to make a superhero movie and that's cool and all. But like the actual work that these guys have been able to do is real and tangible and save people's lives and change people's lives. And that's just a thing that I am humble before and do whatever I can to volumize because it's really just incredible work. So what we plan on is always with sort of the mind toward like if it's possible to keep everybody hammering away at AFSP to like give them $1, give them whatever. We're also talking about doing like a little bit of another raffle. I'm gonna like, I don't know what, I'm gonna find some kind of artifact from my collection of Justice League paraphernalia or movie stuff to say like, look, if you could show me like a receipt or something from your AFSP donation, you know, you're in it to win this thing. So that's all happening. And then also
So the raffle, you might do a raffle on Tuesday?
it's kind of, it'll be right around then. It'll
around then.
decide right after or whatever. But like the whole drive for me is just to get people to like go to AFSP and give them $1 or $2 or $10 or $10,000, whatever they want. I don't want to put a cap on it, but I understand that if it's $1.
Everybody helps.
Yeah, every teeny bit helps. A dime helps. Everything helps. So, and then we just launched this new Darkseid T-shirt the other day.
Yes, you have this beautiful T-shirt, and it's only available for a limited time, correct?
Yeah. Alex Pardee created it, and it was like this amazing. It's like an amazing Darkseid image. So, it's really fun.
I'll put the link down below where people can buy it, and it'll ship around December 10th, which would be a great Christmas present.
Right under the tree, I think.
Yeah. Or you can wear it around, people can wear it around their own homes and say, oh, the Christmas cookies shall be mine.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's awesome. Yeah, with the Santa hat and like some of the colors are similar. I think it's a great look. It's great.
Yeah, you'll be the talk of your family.
He's a little Scroogey, but that's cool. Like I think it's good.
Perfect. They should make a Christmas Carol at Darkseid.
Yeah, or like how about like an ornament? That would be cool.
Yeah, that's next year. That's how you raise money next year.
I know. I could get those guys on like right now. Come on, guys. You can't sculpt me a Darkseid Christmas ornament in that month. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
People.
Come on, you elves. But anyway, so yeah.
You know, Randall the elf, he's been busy, and Santa, he's Shorty's cousin. They're coming soon. You better be nice, everyone. Behave.
So that's kind of the drive that we're all about right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I'm trying to do is on the 17th, I'm going to, I don't know if you realize, but the Justice League trailer, there was a little issue with the music rights. And so
we noticed.
It kind of came down. So it's coming back. We've got it all worked out. And so it's coming back, yes. And what I was going to do is the initial release of the trailer that we're going to just put back up is going to be on the 17th. And it's going to, what I was going to do for a little live stream on Vero, same way I did Man of Steel live stream and BBS live stream, is we're going to take the trailer and I'm going to break it down shot by shot, just go through it.
Oh, wow.
Q&A, like live questions about what does the shot mean, and I'll tell how, like, what went into making it and, what it points toward as cryptically
So
as
around what time will that be?
I think the time is going to be, I think it's 9 a.m. my time, but don't quote me on that yet. Let me we'll
But
put
just
it.
so people have a general idea of when
Yeah,
it's going to
it's
happen.
going to be around 9 a.m. Pacific Coast.
And you'll tweet out the time.
And I'll tweet it out 100%, so keep your eyes peeled for that.
Okay.
And it's going to be really cool. And, it's going to be, we're going to, you're going to see the trailer again.
The trailer might be a little different, right?
And it might have a couple tweaks.
Here's the thing, guys, right? The trailer, you're trying to tell me there was a music issue, like for a studio like, Warner Brothers or HBO Max, whoever had the authority to put out this trailer. They had a music issue when you're using Leonard Cohen's song. And then weeks go by, then suddenly you have a music issue. I don't know about that. It's a bit odd. And the fact that he's telling us that he's going to do a commentary on and a Q&A around the trailer, and he says might have some new shots here and there. Okay. I was hoping for a new trailer, like a full story type trailer, but oh well. It's fine, I guess.
Anyway, that, and then also there'll be a little, we put together this little commemorative little film also that kind of talks about what super short, it's like a minute and a half.
Oh, wow.
Talks about like what the fans were able to do in this.
Will those things go up on like YouTube and stuff afterwards, or are they
video
only?
I think they'll probably go up. I'm going to put it up on Vero for a little bit, and then it'll probably go up bigger. I think HBO Max will have it, and then some other places.
That's awesome. That's very cool. Finally, I have to ask you, what is it like doing a project like this where you have total ownership, not just creatively with the film itself, but how you promote it, being able to do fundraising like this? I mean, it's truly Zack Snyder's Justice League. What's that like?
It's cool. It's a lot of responsibility, but in the end, I'll be honest, I have approached all my movies in the same way. And marketing has been really patient with me a lot of the times. Almost all the trailers that I've released, I would say 90% of the trailers I released, I I kind of conceived and kind of put together.
That's very
With,
unusual.
with the help of course, the amazing editors and geniuses behind the scenes, but really with my, like, this is what I wanted to be.
And most people don't cut their own trailers. That's very unusual.
That is not the way it's done. Yeah. So I like to, and not to take anything away from the amazing
Oh,
trailer
of course not. Yeah.
editors and their genius and a lot of, but it's always been a thing that I felt, I come from advertising, and it's a thing that I always felt like,
Ah.
I remember when we did Dawn of the Dead, I think I said, to them, I go, guys, you want my help,
Yeah.
like you couldn't, like, this movie, there's no way you could afford me if I was doing the commercial side of it. Like, there's
Oh,
no,
that's fantastic. I love that. What a fun
No.
situation to be in.
there's no way. Like, if you called me with this Dawn of the Dead idea, I'd be like, forget it. I don't. But anyway, but because it was mine, I was absolutely wanted to, be fully invested in everything. So I guess this project, Justice League is kind of that on a little bit of steroids. And I'll say the HBO Max people have been really amazing and very tolerant again of my meddling. And I find that they're really excited about every activation, and they're really, and they've come with tons of inspired ideas for down the road of ways to like really excite the fans and stuff. So that's going to be fun to see. There's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, you mean
stuff.
in terms of an ad campaign?
Ad campaigns, activations, big stuff that they want to do.
Oh, so
Sequels, give us a Justice League 2, season 2.
this is gonna like even more than that. They're gonna really back it up. That's fantastic.
Oh, when the movie's coming, it's going to just be like a giant movie coming
Oh,
out.
that's so fantastic. Oh, wow.
So-
It's always so nice to see you, Zach, and it's just wonderful. It's such a joy to see you once again, absolutely killing it.
Oh, appreciate it. You're kind to allow me this time to talk about it.
Grace.
Oh, sure, and I can't wait for Tuesday.
All right, well, get ready.
Da-na-na, da-na-na. Grace does it again. That's two interviews, everyone, that Grace has given. Zack Snyder has given Grace Randolph. And how many interviews has John Campea had? Big zeros, bitches. Can suck it. Jose M. Sequel, spin-offs, MCU fanboys, heads exploding. So click that like button, guys. If you're watching this, click that like button. So let's go over a few things that he said, right? Let's see. We'll just need to go back a little bit to the timer. So his Army of the Dead, right? Army of the Dead is going to be, he's going to be unchained, he said before, a long time ago. It's going to be unleashed. It's going to be genre breaking, he said, genre destroying. Zack Snyder back doing horror, action, genre destroying zombie film. And Jay Bauman of Red Letter Media is going to be crying how Zack Snyder doesn't understand. He's all jelly. He's so jealous. Peanut butter and jealous of Zack Snyder that he's getting to make these awesome movies. Practical effects on the zombies. Say there's going to be kind of Lord of the Rings type shots. I guess you could also see, World War Z kind of shots of big swarms of zombies, I'm sure. But he's talking about Jared Leto, working with him, going over, what he wants with the character. Jared Leto's kind of taking on board. They're going to have a new look. Grace Randolph has seen this new look. Grace, get in my DMs. Bauman has never done anything or directed anything. A true hack. He can sit in his crappy little studio and can watch movies that his friends made. Some shit, whatever he does. Insecurities intensify. Toy box unboxing intensifies. So yeah, Grace has seen the new Jared Leto look. She says it's the video game level, very similar to the Joker in the video games. I don't know which one she's talking about. She's talking about the Arkham games. Oh man. So it was just a rumor that he would have a new look, but now Zack Snyder, he's confirmed it. He's like, boom, have some of that. How you like that, as a Blackpink would say. Peanut butter and jealous indeed. So I love that Campea, Andy, and Jody can't stand Grace. It makes this even sweeter. Yes, Kevin. All the haters. If you've noticed, right, Grace Randolph, she doesn't attack other journalists. She doesn't. I know she had the kind of go at John Campea. I shared the video, John Campea's response from years ago. Never mind that, but she doesn't really go after or mention other bloggers in her videos, in her tweets. But have you noticed how all the other scoopers and bloggers attack her? Have you noticed that? And that's why they don't get shit from Zack Snyder. They get nothing from Zack Snyder, and that's why Zack goes to Grace for these exclusives. What else was we talking about? Ben Affleck in the Batman suit, the cowl ripped because, the suit had been stored away for too long. What else? He's only had four minutes of additional photography. That's all it is, guys. They were all losing their minds. Zack Snyder's cheating. Zack Snyder doesn't understand the characters. He has to shoot a whole new movie. He's cheating. The morons. Big, fat-headed morons. Hello, Transformers and DC fan. 5, 6, 7, 8. Joker in Injustice 2 was cool. Mattia says they should have used Blackpink for trailer and there wouldn't be any problems. Of course. So, yeah, he's talking about shooting Ezra Miller. Well, not shooting him, but directing him. Ezra was in London shooting Fantastic Beasts. So Zack's in his office, in his little home office, I think, and he's Zoom calling the crew and Ezra in London, and he's like he got them to direct Ezra in a scene or something. Man, Zack doesn't play around. He's just like, let's get this done. Arthur says, everyone else in the community of journalists are liars and deceivers. Gio. Yes, Timmy Taps here. Hit that like button, y'all. Click like because you know I'm right. Click like because you know Zack's right. And click like because you know Grace is right. Big question. Yeah, this is Tomedo asking the big question. We're not afraid of the big questions here at Film Gob. Do we see damaged on the forehead? It's a tough one. I guess, if it's a let's say if it's a flashback, right, to a time before whatever happened, with the Robin and all that, I guess the tattoo would not be there. But if it's more recent, then sure. Maybe I don't mind the tattoo. I don't pee my pants over it like some people. Toby Emmerich. Someone said that Toby Emmerich maybe I don't know, someone here in the chat said that maybe he was forced to call Zack Snyder about the Snyder Cut and get it up and running for the HBO Maxes. I don't know. But he did make the call to Zack. Zack's confirmed it. Again, I think he mentioned it in the Hollywood Reporter article. And yeah, maybe we should send some thank you gifts to Toby Emmerich. So tell him, here, man, if you play this right, if you do some good things for us fans, maybe we'll keep you in a job. Send him some flowers and fruit baskets. I heard we'll get an announcement for the Snyder Cut on the 17th. A possible release date. Well, Grace said on Twitter that it might be March of next year. So maybe that's the date. They might have an official date. And the time's running out, guys. I need a 4K TV. I want to watch this bad boy in the 4Ks. I better be available in 4K. Huh? I'm going to spend my money on a 4K TV and I can't even watch the Snyder Cut in 4K. We'll send the gifts after we get Justice League 2. I think poor Toby, he's sitting in his office like, why does Anne Sarnoff, why does she get all these fucking fruit baskets and thank you letters? Huh? Why is HBO Max getting all this praise? What about me? Poor Toby's he feels left out. Jordan says, Grace announced to clarify, Joker's Snyder Cut look is not based on a video game, but has the creativity of how video games reimagine characters. Right. She say that on Twitter? The Twitters. I will check the Twitters later on. All right. So you can't stump the Zack. Zack is back. Restored the Snyderverse. So on the 17th, I know there's a little hashtag happening, and it's not really doing the job among the fandom that it's supposed to do. So if you're on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. If you've been here long enough, you know what I'm talking about. I was on Sil's channel, Sil Abdul, and we were talking about it yesterday. So I will tweet something out. So keep your eyes open. I will tweet something on the 17th. It should be quite a nice tweet. I've got it here on screen. Well, it's on my desktop. I'm looking at it right now. I actually made it a few hours ago, and then I deleted files off my desktop, and then I realized, oh shit, I deleted that image that I just created, like spent half an hour putting it together, and I deleted it. I didn't have a backup or anything, so I started all over again. So yes, it is there this time, definitely on my desktop. So I will be sharing this image, and it means it's like a little collage. I think you'll like it. What's this? Chris says Darkseid shows up in the nightmare scene. You know what? I don't know if, well, he has said, I think Zack said before, there will be a nightmare scene, probably from Cyborg's kind of point of, from his vision. And we probably see Darkseid in there. Obviously, we're going to see Yuxas in the history lesson, if you want to call it. And so at the end, are we going to see Darkseid? Probably. Finally, something good from Friday the 13th, of course. Forgot all about it, man. So, you know what? I think we'll end it there. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Remember, click that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Talk about more DC news, talk about more Snyder Cut news, movie news, don't know about that. But for a channel called Film Gob, should be talking about other movies. I watched what do you call it? Watched a film, Possessor. Yeah, Brandon Cronenberg. It's pretty good, like. Horror, sci-fi, violence, sex. It's all sorts, man. Body swapping, body horror. So check that out. What else? So I need to catch up with my movies. And yeah. But yeah, in the meantime, click like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below. If you care, you can share. Smash that mother effing subscribe button. So until next time, everyone, just remember, every time we say goodbye, we die a little inside. I think that's the quote, can't remember.
Ladies and gentlemen!